Hi guys, and welcome to this Santana player study, and we're going to kick things off with an epic pentatonic style solo. Now, throughout this whole course, we're going to actually look at something called the Dorian scale and gradually apply it so that it works with Santana's style of playing, because it's a really key scale for him and in terms of his sound. However, you know, if we strip it all back, it's mainly just pentatonics. You know, especially in the early days, there's a lot of pentatonic stuff. So I wanted to just kick things off with a quick pentatonic solo, all in one position. So there's not much thinking going on here. It's just licks that we need to learn. And we're just going to start to get the idea of how Santana plays lead parts, okay? So this is quite a loose solo, okay? So there's parts in this solo where we're going to kind of leave it to you as to how many times you do a particular bend and how you approach it, because it's just this kind of style of Santana solo. It's very expressionate. It's kind of all over the place. So we'll start in this lesson with the first three licks, okay? And I will warn you, they're quite quick. But let's go over to the guitar. So we're up here in the G minor pentatonic shape 1. So we're zoomed right in to make sure that we can just see this particular shape. So it's just pentatonic shape 1, okay? Now, the entire solo is in this shape, okay? So you can see we've got our lovely PRS kind of style guitar here. So I've got a really good access to the higher frets. So some of you, if you've got different shaped guitars, you might have less access to these frets. So I'd highly recommend trying to get a kind of double cutaway guitar like this, because it really helps play through this stuff. So we're going to now start with lick 1, 2, and 3. Now this is actually all one lick, but because it's such an epic lick, we're going to break it down into 3 parts, okay? So part 1 looks like this. Okay, so what we got is we're at the top of pentatonic shape 1. So we're right up here, we're on 17th, 18th fret, and we're going to bend it up a full tone. Okay, now, a couple of things here is it's going to really dig into the fingers. We want to make sure with this hand we're blocking off the low strings so that we're not getting too much like excess sound from the other strings, okay? Especially with a lot of gain on. So we're going to bend up a full tone. Then we stop it dead and we're going to bend up another full tone. Okay, and we're going to keep doing that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on the 5th one, we're going to go up, down, and pull off. So we go. Okay, again. Okay, so you just got to be careful there that you're getting nice control, because we don't want, you know, to hear the bend go down ever, just up. Okay, so you must stop it just by leaning the plectrum on the string, just like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, up, down, pull off. Okay, back to the pentatonic note. Then we're going to go 18 on the B string, back to 15 on the E string, and then grab those two together and bend up the 18th fret a full tone. Okay? So altogether, lick 1 is simply this. Okay? So, we'll come back to that again. Let's just have a little look at lick 2. So, remember, this is all one lick, but we're just breaking it down into 3. And this is basically just a quick rundown like this. Okay, at speed it's but it's really just literally running through the pentatonic shape. So we're going from the 15, 17 B string, 15, then we've got the 17 on the G string, 15, and then 17 on the D string. So we've just got, then we're going to come back to the 15 on the G string, hit the 17 on the G string and bend it up a full tone. Slowly, like that. Okay. So we've got. Oh. So I'm picking through all of that. I have a suspicion that Santana might have used pull-offs. Whatever you feel more comfortable doing. For me, it's picking through that. Okay, so alternate picking throughout. Okay. So lick 1 and 2 together, and this is a really good way to put stuff together, is this. Okay, So we can see it's all one lick, but we've definitely divided it quite strictly into two. Then the third lick of all of this is where we're going to get a little bit creative, okay? Because the third lick sounds like this. So we've just done this bend, and then we continue that bend by going. Okay, so this is the first instance where you're going to get a little creative, okay? Because essentially all it is it's just you're going to bend out that 17th fret on the G string, and with the little finger you're going to hit the B string 18th fret, and they're going to kind of blend into each other. And you just keep repeating that sound. So you just keep bending the 17, keep grabbing the 18 on the B string, okay? Now in theory, we're going to do it one, that's the first one. Remember, the bend is slower on the first one. Then we're going to go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then on the 9th one, we just grab the 2 together to get that sound. So really aggressive, the 2 together, then back to the 15th fret, and then root note twice, and then slide off the neck, okay? Now, however, it's up to you how many you do, really. As soon as you get it so you're just playing along to the backing track, and for example, you know, when I was recording this, sometimes I'd do 8, sometimes 7, sometimes 9. Just so happened we took the take that was the 9th one because it sounded the best, because essentially, it's pretty free time here. All you've got to think is you start slow and gradually speed up. Okay, let me give you an example with a bit more gain. So we go slow, fast, hit that, that's your big definitive, and then back to there, okay? So let me put those 3 licks together, remembering that for the third lick, you know roughly what you need to do, and then it's just a case of what feels natural to you once you've started to get this together at speed, basically. So all together, it sounds like this. First 3 licks. So we've got. Okay, so there we have it. Hopefully that helps. I know it's a lot to take in, those first 3, but it is really just one lick that you just, you know, have to get slowly, because it's very, very fast. At pace, we're talking this. So, you know, take it nice and slow. Really break it down into those 3 parts, and next time we'll look at the 4th lick.